All right, in this section, we're going to learn about another technique of integration, which will allow us to handle trigonometric integrals where the integrand consists of powers of sine and cosine functions. So we'll be looking specifically at the form of an integral that looks like this. You can notice here we have a product of a sine function and a cosine, and each is raised to a different power, or the same power, it doesn't matter, but each is raised to a power where these m and n values are constant values. And I'm going to split this up into three cases that address the parity, whether m and n are even or odd. We handle the case a little bit differently. So the first case we're going to talk about is when the power of the sine function m is odd. And in this case, it doesn't matter whether n is even or odd. Just if the power of sine is odd, we're going to follow the following method, and I'm going to try to explain to you through an example why this works. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to separate sine to the mth power of x into one sine that gets pulled out times sine to the m minus 1 of x. So in other words, what we've done here is factor one of the powers out of the expression. So we'll factor it out. Okay, once we have done that, we know that the power, we have that sine of m minus 1x. Since m was odd, m minus 1, one less, is going to be even. So let me write that down. So since m is odd, then the new power that we have here of sine, right there, is an even number. Since one less of an odd number is even, so n minus 1 is even. And so we're going to use the identity, the Pythagorean identity. That relates sine squared and cosine squared. So that identity is that sine squared of any angle plus cosine squared of any angle is always equal to 1. And so since we have an even power here of sine, we will use the fact that sine squared theta is 1 minus cosine squared theta and do a substitution. And then the final step here, and it'll make a lot more sense when I do an example, but the final step will be to do a u substitution. And ultimately, the sine that we factored out initially, that will be part of our du in our u substitution. So let's do an example of this particular case. And then you will also see that the second case will be very, very similar. So let's move on to an example so I can help you make sense of these three steps. So let's suppose that the integral that we have is the integral of sine cubed x times cosine squared x. So notice here that the power of sine is odd, right? So that is an odd number, so we're going to follow the instructions for this case number 1. And the first thing that we're going to do is factor out or peel off one of the sines. So I'm going to take this, separate the sine into sine x times sine squared x. And then we still have cosine squared x dx, right? So once I pull out one of the sines from sine cubed, I have sine x times sine squared x. And now that we have this, we're going to use the Pythagorean identity to substitute for sine squared 1 minus cosine squared x. So here I'm going to make use of the Pythagorean identity. And so this will give us integral. We still have that sine x that we're saving for later. Now we're replacing sine squared with 1 minus cosine squared x. We still have a cosine squared x dx. And our third step is to do a u substitution. So let's think about what would make sense for u. Notice that we have a composition. We have some compositions here, but one composition that we have here and here is that cosine of x is being squared, right? For both of these, that's what that 2 above the cosine means, is that the entire function cosine of x is being squared. So since that is a composition, I'm going to let u be cosine. The inside of the composition, that's going to be our u, right? Remember that u substitution has to do with undoing the chain rule. So let's let u be the inside of that squared, so cosine x. If we're going to transform our integral to be an integral in terms of u, we have to find the differential du. And to do that, we take the derivative. So that's going to be negative sine x dx. And notice that sine x dx is the sign that we saved when we peeled off or factored out the sign initially from sine cubed. So the yellow sine x dx, that's going to be a negative du. So here, if I solve for sine x dx, I can divide both sides by a -1, and that's negative du. And so now I'm going to write the new integral in terms of u. So let's see what color I'm going to use pink for the new integral in terms of u. So we're going to have the integral sine x dx, that's going to be a negative, which I'm going to pull out of the integral, du. That's the yellow sine x dx. And then, since u is cosine, we have a 1 minus u squared. I'm substituting in here, u squared. And we still have times a u squared, since u is cosine. So 1 minus u squared times u squared. And notice now we can distribute and we can integrate just using power rule. So let's go ahead and do that. So the key piece here is to see that the sign that we pulled out is the sign that we need in our du. So we save that for the u substitution. All right, so let's go ahead and finish the problem. We're going to have a negative integral. I'm going to distribute u squared through the binomial, which will give us u squared minus u to the 4th du. And so we'll have a negative. This is going to be, using the power rule, u to the 3rd over 3 minus u to the 5 over 5. This is an indefinite integral, so we know we have a plus c. I'm going to distribute the negative, and then finally we're going to rewrite our solution in terms of x, which was the original variable that we started with. So this will give us a negative u cubed over 3 plus u to the 5th over 5 plus c. And then in terms of x, since u was cosine, we have a negative cosine to the 3rd of x over 3 plus cosine to the 5th x over 5 plus our arbitrary constant c. And that is our solution. So case 1, we had an odd power of sine. It didn't matter whether we had an even or odd power of cosine. Okay, in case 2, we're going to address having an odd power of cosine, and the procedure will be very, very similar.